everyone, and welcome back to Art with Miss Choate. If you're new to my channel, what we do is we create art out of the simple things we have around us. So sometimes that's just paper and pencil. Sometimes we go through the recycling bit. It depends on what you have around you. And I also want you guys to push yourselves to be as creative as you can be. Just because I'm showing you one thing doesn't mean that's what you have to do. So today we are going to be learning how to draw anime faces. Now, the shape of a face really determines how the character is portrayed. Before you let your character speak, before you let your character have any other features, the shape of the face tells our brain what kind of person that is. So, rounder faces, small, like big heads, are children. Pointier faces, unless it's super pointy, are women. Super pointy long faces are villains. So it depends on the shape of the face. Will really tell your audience, your viewer, what kind of person or character that is. Now, not all of them have to play into gender stereotypes. This is just a very common rule of thumb. You can obviously make your characters however you want, but I'm going to give you 6 different face shapes so you can use those on your characters and you can play with them. Maybe you make 8 other ones based on these 6. So grab a paper and a pencil and let's get started. When we're talking about anime faces, the shape is key in telling us about that character without having to see anything else. So I'm going to walk you through 6 different face types and what they represent. So we're going to start with a child or a baby. Babies' faces in most cartoons, animes, are round and much bigger than the body. So I recommend doing it in pencil, sketching it out. We're going to start with our center line. And the crossbar of this on the center line is way further down on the face than an adult. So if we were to normally put our line, it would be here. But on a child's face, we drop it down to about 2/3 of the way down. And then we're making a much rounder head. And I'm drawing sketchy. I can't draw light because I'm doing it in pen. But I'm drawing very, gesturally on top of myself. And our ears are bigger proportion than what we would do on an adult because they're kind of bigger than the head supports. But we still haven't lined up with that line. So this is a kid. This next one we're going to talk about is a teenage female. And so we're going to start with our center line. And our crossbar is slightly lower than halfway, just slightly. And our face is still on the bigger side for our body, but it's starting to have some shape come in. So we're going to have a pointier chin than the kid. And our ears are going to be much smaller. They're going to be very small compared to our face. So this is a teen female. Now, obviously, any of these can be adjusted and doesn't have to fall into these gender stereotypes if you don't want. But this is a very common way. Our next one is going to be a teen male. And we're going to start again with that center line. Remember, draw that lightly so it can be erased. And still we have that center bar a little low compared to where we normally put it halfway. The main difference between the male and the female is we're going to have a little bit of rounder face and bigger ears. And again, this doesn't always have to be true to form. You can have any gender with any size ears. Then moving on to our adult female. We're going to look at the teen female and we're going to come pointier chin. Ears are going to get a little bit bigger and that line's going to move up slightly. So our center lines are moving up slightly. Our face is getting a little bit pointier, a little less round. And our ears are slightly bigger. They're not the same, that's okay. We're actually gonna label this one as a villain. And what we're gonna see here is a very pointy face, very square on, and that center line is gonna be pretty even. So we have our first line, our second line, this is pretty even, and our face is really going to be elongated. You see this in a lot of Pixar films. And our ears are tiny. They're very similar to like our teenage ears. Ears are tiny, face is very long. Now we can go into our adult male. And we're gonna see a very square jaw. All of a sudden, we have a square jaw. Here we had a little more round. Here we're gonna go square. So first, our center line is probably gonna be the most even out of any of our characters, villain and adult male. And we're gonna go curved, and now we're gonna hit that square jaw. And our ears should be pretty average, I would say. And if we want to think more about the male and female, we generally have rounder eyes in female, and we normally have smaller eyes in male. We also in female have bigger eyes, as well as rounder. Males have longer noses. Females would obviously have shorter noses. And overall, like we would see rounder features here and longer features here. So just something to think about when we start to add into our different face shapes and different how we want to do our characters. So I hope you had fun today drawing our 6 types of faces. We had our kid, our teen, boy and girl, our villains, our adult, male and female. Now remember, take these 6 and grow it, turn them into your own characters. I want to see how you present them. So don't just go by this and start copying and pasting. We want to really develop our own characters. This is just a really good way to start the character development. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, a like, drop a comment below. Let me know, do you want to see more anime in the future? What do you want to see? Subscribe so you get notified every time I post a new video. This is also a video that was brought to you because somebody asked for it. So I listen. Don't forget that. Tell me in the comments what you want to see next. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time with Art with Miss Choate. Bye.